What's up, friends? I'm super excited to announce that we have officially made it into the Cannabis Grow Bible. You can check out, we have a whole page on the Hydro Bucket and Hydro Lid. This is really amazing. Look at the size of this thing. What a beast, man. This is like something that you get from the library and you're just like, ooh. So this is the edition that I bought, the second edition. I mean, look at the difference. So the story on I mean, this is just really full circle for me because pre-legalization, when legalization was announced in Canada, and this was, I know at least it was like at least a year before legalization actually happened. I was so excited. I'd always wanted to grow cannabis. This has always been a plant that fascinated me and that I've always loved. And when I found out that I could grow legally here in Canada, I immediately decided I need to learn how to grow before legalization happens. I don't want to learn how to grow while I just wanted to know before legalization hit. I wanted my first crop to be good, and it was, incidentally, as good as it could be anyway. And so immediately I looked through all the different books that I could find on growing, and I landed on the Grow Bible, the Cannabis Grow Bible. I wasn't sure how I wanted to grow because there's just so many methods. I wasn't even familiar with deep water culture or hydroponics. I knew hydroponics existed, but I wasn't really too familiar with it. So I purchased the Grow Bible. It arrived, and I read it, cover to cover, multiple times. It was my book. Coming from someone who used to have, buy High Times and have, cannabis pictures or posters on the wall and stuff like that. This is about as good of a book as I could find for myself. So upon reading it cover to cover, I landed on deep water culture hydroponics. Not simply because I thought it was the best method out there, but it worked well for me. I live in Canada. I was growing in a basement in my new home. I had to go down carpeted steps through a carpeted TV room to get to a closet that was beside the utility room. A fairly nice sized closet. I mean, it was at least 8 feet by 6 feet, something like that. But there was no way I wanted to grow soil inside like that. So hydro really appealed to me. So that's what I decided on. It was at that point where I got everything that I needed. I started growing vegetables, and I grew vegetables for over a year. And then once legalization happened, I started growing cannabis. And so what an honor and how full circle it is to come back from landing on deep water culture hydroponics, growing with 5-gallon buckets, doing DIY 5-gallon buckets and recirculating system and all that, and then inventing the hydro bucket and bringing that to market. And now here it is in the 4th edition of the Grow Bible. It's really full circle and really, really cool, because I don't know if I could say, it's all because of the Grow Bible, but it definitely sure helped. This is a huge piece of the puzzle that's got me to where I am today, which is, offering high quality, purpose-built deep water culture equipment, and also being a master grower and, partner owner at a Craft Micro facility here in southern Alberta. So it's so cool. So I can't say enough about the Grow Bible. I mean, I haven't even gotten into this thing. I mean, I've read this one multiple times, but the new one, It's absolutely massive. There's so much in here. Um, Everything you can imagine. All the techniques for you know, choosing genetics and you know, deciding what you want to grow, indoor or outdoor. If you choose indoor, what are all your options? There's so many options when it comes to growing indoors. Uh, and there's options when you're growing outdoor. But not only once you're done growing, um, you know, how do you dry? How do you cure? How do you trim? Um, Seed storage, you know, strain variation, fungus and mold, pests, you know, a problem solver, large scale cultivation, tissues. I mean, this thing is absolutely amazing. Lights, nutrients, soil, germination, propagation, selecting strains, history of cannabis. I love this picture. This is what I mean. I love this. I mean, this is, you know, that's your trichome. That's what we're after. We're trichome farmers, right? In part, I guess. But anyway, go out and get yourself the Grow Bible. Um, if you want a manual for growing recreational or medical cannabis, that's going to hold your hand the whole way through. So you don't have to participate in toxic forums. I mean, I tried forums and I dipped real quick on those. There's a lot of toxic people on forums, and a lot of growers that really like to shit on new growers, and it's not a nice place to be sometimes. But you don't need those places. You need the Cannabis Grow Bible. It will get you from seed to harvest. And really, it's a reference guide the whole way through that you can continue to use. And I mean, even myself, sometimes I catch myself, you know, I'm never an expert. I'm always a student. So there is times that I'm looking for answers, and sure enough, I'll get into my Grow Bible. But I mean, now we got the new and improved, and I mean, she thick. So much knowledge in here. This is what you need. So shout out to the Grow Bible for giving us the opportunity to be in this amazing book. And I forget who it was that submitted. I remember I asked some people to submit pictures so we could get a grower's picture in here, and sure enough, that's what we got. Is we got a grower that has a beautiful plant in a scrog net in a tent. And shout out to that grower, because that's awesome to see your plant on the Hydro Bucket page in the Cannabis Grow Bible. So check it out, get it, don't wait. You'll be happy. This is gonna be the best book you ever bought for cultivation for cannabis.